Hey y'all, it's your girl Shorty, and welcome back to episode 4 of Spill Squad, where workplace nicknames, family beef, and federal rates are all discussed under one messy ass roof. So let's get this started. If this is your first episode, welcome, and please buckle the fuck up. If you've been here before, welcome back, and you already know there's no seatbelts on this messy ass ride. If you haven't already, please hit the follow or subscribe button on wherever you get your podcasts. Also, leave a 5-star review. Support your local black girl magic over here in the north, in New England. You got to support us up here, not too many of us seasoned folk, if you know what I mean. Also, the squad has a TikTok, so follow us there and receive sneak peeks of the following episodes, the following week's episodes, I should say. And I use plural because sometimes I need to spill the tea twice a week. So, as I said before, follow us on TikTok, and that's at spillsquadpodcast, so you won't miss out on none of the fucking mess, all right? You won't miss out. You can't nowadays. So we're going to start off with workplace nicknames. And listen, if only you could see the people we be talking about. There are spiritual diagnosis. There are a few that, you heard in past 2 episodes, like Sippy Cup, Black Sabbath. You probably heard Norman Bates thrown around there. That's just a few. So, Leah and I, we spill all of this tea, and we need people to understand that you really cannot make this shit up, okay? All you have to do is close your eyes and just imagine the faces that are associated with these nicknames, okay? So, better than me, try to explain these people. Here goes a little snippet of a conversation between Leah and I talking about these weird ass people. So stay tapped in.
I told Norman Bates last night, I said, I wish I had a needle to inject these autistic asses over here at night, because I'm trying to tell you, girl, they would just Sippy Cup. Let me tell you something about Sippy Cup, all right?
So it's all up. So we back on Sippy Cup.
Sippy Cup need direction, girl. He needs direction. He needs to be told left, right, go here, go there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. And then Black Sabbath disappeared last night. I don't know
Girl,
where he was.
hold on. Can we take a moment to talk about that? Why was he trying to get hood with me last night, acting like I wasn't gonna say nothing?
Girl, that's how he is. I came to find that out. He loved the argument. He loved the argument, girl. He
Girl,
just loved it.
yeah, girl, we got
Yeah.
somebody to tangle with.
Oh, don't get started with his ass, all right? And I'm like, you know what? I don't argue with crackheads. I just leave the shit alone. Cause I just realized that, ain't no winning that. Cause he just totally messed up. All right. He
Oh.
stay high all night long. Just stay
Girl,
high.
you like,
I just wish these people could see some of these people we talking about. Okay. Like Leprechaun last night. Okay, you
girl,
can't
which
make this
leprechaun?
shit
You
up.
got short
The
leprechaun, you got
one
long
in
beard
the
leprechaun.
kitchen last night.
Oh.
Okay, the one up in the cafe, because he just different, girl. He just, I don't know. The little leprechaun, he's gay though. You know
What's
that, right?
wrong with that?
The little one, okay? You can tell by the way he talk, because he just talk a lot. All right,
Mm-mm-mm.
okay. The little one. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just pointing it out. Okay,
You
that's
need to
all.
stop pointing this shit out. See, when they start coming for
Mm-mm.
your ass.
Let them come. They like.
Out.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, you need to come over there by where I work with those crazy ass people. Girl, what is up? I have not seen Indian Scarecrow in a while. He probably getting a hair transplant.
Girl,
Okay.
you know what? Leave Harry Eyeball alone, okay? Leave that man
I have
alone.
not seen him. Where has he been? All right, girl. He probably figured out we laughing at him.
Girl,
Okay.
he know this. If he has any common sense.
You know we laughing at him with his Bugs Bunny scary ass
Yeah.
looking self. I don't know.
Girl, what a carrot at? What's up, Doc?
You don't know what to call him. You could call him like a million names, girl.
Girl, all right,
Hmm.
so hold up. So we got Indian Scarecrow. We also
Mhm.
got girl, your Oompa Loompa too, all right? Your Oompa Loompa.
Mm-mm.
What's the other one?
Which other one now? We got all of them up in there. Okay. Shit.
Tell you.
You saw Bruno Mars last night dragging his foot. Girl, these
Girl,
people
you
don't
saw
know how to
how I told
walk.
him to pick them motherfuckers
They
up.
they don't, okay?
Don't you worry. It's
Okay.
gonna be all right, girl. It's gonna be all
Girl,
right.
and fucking Bigfoot was over there hanging in the aisles last night doing nothing, all right?
Who is,
I said
what the
I
fuck?
I said to my little son, I'm like, listen, that's an abomination for him to wear shorts, okay? I'm like, this ain't right. So, you denying the poor man the right to wear shorts. Everybody has a right to wear shorts. I said, not him, okay? All right?
Girl, there's all types of people that should not be wearing shorts up in there because I'm just
Mm-mm,
afraid that it's just causing more shrinkage than any benefit,
mm-mm,
okay? Like,
mm-mm.
it's just holding up to their body. You feel me? Their body like, buddy, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
We got a whole lot of characters, all right?
Girl, the
We got
characters just go on. Like, every night there is somebody new.
girl, and guess what? Guess what came out of my mouth? And was asking me to explain that one. I saw. Guess who I saw driving by, and I'm like, "Ooh, there goes Long John Silver."
Girl, you can't say no.
Why? I said, "You too young for me to explain it to you." Okay.
Let me tell you something. He would love to hang out with the both of us, okay?
Oh, God,
Girl, I'm
Long
trying to tell
John
you, girl. It's
Silver.
just, he the one that got to carry the fucking mic in front pocket. He the one that
Long John Silver.
girl. I hope it's Long John. I hope it's Long John and Silver. It might be Silver down there, girl. Might have a silver lining. That's why old girl like, take me to bed. Again, I just wish y'all can see what we talking about. We have a few leprechauns rolling around looking like a damn, like looking like they're looking for the damn end of the rainbow. Because ain't nobody ever getting shit done. Obviously, they're trying to look for a hidden treasure. If there was a hidden treasure, we all would fucking be running around looking for that bitch. So that's just at our workplace, at least. You know, if you have some similar nicknames for your coworkers, you just gotta write that shit in to spillsquadpodcast at gmail.com because we would love to let the rest of the world know that, you know, these workplace people, they make it a lot more comical, all right? Coming to work should be fun. It should not be fucking dreadful. So the way that me and Leggy keep ourselves going is with the fucking workplace nicknames. And y'all know who y'all are. You know? Next up, we have the Family Street Brawl. And baby, this one right here for Black Reddit for show, okay? This is for Black Reddit. This is for Black Twitter. This is just for World Star. This is some World Star worthy shit, okay? When I tell you like all hell had broke loose with Uncle Staleface alcoholic ass, and he out here trying to lecture his niece, who is a 304, trying to lecture her about being a 304. First of fucking all, what? Shit, don't fucking do that to that. Like, that motherfucker has absolutely no room to judge, okay? Like, you out here on the oil. God forbid, what, like, we don't know what you doing. You might be selling your motherfucking body. You know, you might be throwing your dangling around on the bitch to get your oil, okay? So if the girl want to be out here on her 304, it's hard out here for a pimp. She want that instant money. She don't want that fucking low-key money. I respect all the 304s, as I said a previous episode before. And, you know, just pay your taxes because, shit, we tired of paying for y'all to get arrested and fucking go to jail. Like, that's taxpayer dollars right there. So, with that being said, even though that oil, I call alcohol oil, so oil, aka alcohol, you know, isn't the same as selling that cat. But damn, you gotta leave the girl alone. So, you know damn well homegirl is from the South. Like, she is from the South. She's from Florida to be exact. So, you know, Florida, them people down there, the Florida girls, I'm one myself, so I can't really say too much. Actually, I'm gonna say a little bit. Not, we be pulling razor blades out our mouth about that life. So I don't know why he came for this girl, okay? And what you're about to hear, he fucking gets everything he deserves, okay? Like, just stay on ready. Sis stays on ready. She probably got a pimp, or she probably out here pimping her damn self. Like, here's exactly what I mean. Again, you don't want to bring this motherfucker up, but you keep on talking about him. All right, don't you worry. Okay, I'm
You
just
know what? You need to stop calling his name because you know what happens when we do. Okay, you know this. All right.
you know,
Mm-mm.
you know what? We
Mm-mm.
got to call it the MS Chronicles. Don't put no names up
Mm-mm.
in there.
Mm-hmm. Crazy ass is what
But
that
don't
is.
know for real. You got to talk like what happened in the middle. Like how did they get to the middle of the street? That's all I want to know.
Girl, and the tennis racket. All right,
Wait, what about the
girl.
tennis racket?
Yeah, the tennis racket was involved. They beat the shit out of him with the tennis racket, girl.
Hey,
But what cracked
girl.
me up when he said the bitch punched him, like she punched him straight in the face, and he was like, "What the fuck?" He said he caught his breath. Was like, "Oh, so you want to bust him open?"
Not getting jumped by the family.
Oh my god! Because he all about meditating, and he acts all the time. He does his hand like he's Buddha or some shit like that.
What the
Like
fuck?
he does the whole thing about when he gets upset and angry. He does this thing for like 5 seconds where he goes, "Okay, Buddha, Usa."
Girl, he trying to center himself. Why you coming
And
for
then,
him?
yeah, he's trying to center himself, and then he go off after that. Okay, when you see him take a breath like that, girl, I guess he did not expect that. And she punched him, and then he was like, "Oh, it was on." Okay, so they
Girl, it was like that. Where was it? When what was that boat situation that happened? It was
oh
like one of
yeah,
those,
oh yeah.
girl.
Well, picture this: a grown ass man and his niece fighting in the street. Okay,
With a
all right.
tennis racket, and the white people
No,
just
wait,
looking.
wait. The tennis racket didn't get involved till the boyfriend came downstairs with it. Okay, he ran with the tennis racket out in the street. He lucky it wasn't a baseball bat. Okay,
Would have been
all
laid the
right,
fuck out.
all right. So he said all he know was the fight was going good between him and the girl, but then the guy all of a sudden he just felt somebody behind him, jumped him with the base.
What with the tennis racket?
And then the two of them took him down in the street.
You say the neighbors were looking, girl.
He said hi. The neighbor he saw from inside his house, and he came running out. And then he said another neighbor stopped in the middle of the road.
Why they scaring the white people?
Oh my gosh! I'm surprised this didn't hit the news, girl, because
That's world star
it
worthy.
did not hit the news.
That
Okay,
is world star worthy right there. That's
girl,
world star content right there.
girl,
Oh God.
you cannot make this shit up. You just can't. Listen,
You gotta pick back up, girl. You
oh
have to pick
my
back up.
gosh. You
Oh shit.
can't. That shit was like,
Mhm.
girl, I wish I could have recorded that conversation because he told me a bunch of shit, girl. I'm like, you see what happened when I don't talk to these people for a year, okay? It
Oh, it
literally,
happened. Yeah.
and I didn't even, and then when he told me he saw the girl on the street walking and she was looking like she on the street corner, okay?
Wait, who?
ain't
Who
right.
is this?
His niece, the
Oh,
one that he said he went to talk to, and then the other one attacked him, okay?
oh, so they went to jump him because he was trying to confront them
Yeah,
about
'cause
their
he
street
went
walking at
on the
them.
other side of the car talking to the younger niece, and then the one that was driving, the bully one, she the one that came out and said, "Oh fuck no, you ain't gonna talk to." Girl, it was on, okay? She just came out of nowhere and socked him, okay? Punch
Girl,
him the fuck straight in his face, all right?
I don't know why
Girl,
he out here messing around with the 304s, okay? Why
girl,
he
you
messing
know
with
it took him by surprise because he backed up.
He was like, oh my. He was like, what the fuck just happened? Oh
Oh
god,
my
this
God.
is
And
too
you
good.
know he would go scream on the top of his voice, cussing and shit, okay? Because his favorite saying is this, girl, go fuck yourself, okay?
I told you, I need to see him because I need to see if I can whoop his ass.
Oh my God.
You know,
Girl, he would look you up and down and you'd be like, if you want to start something, okay?
yeah, I'm
Girl,
gonna
I
be
would
like,
have to,
listen, I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
listen,
girl,
we
I
got it.
couldn't use the phone for the I would have to get a serious professional come and film that shit. Cause okay,
Let's go, all right,
man,
girl. Listen,
we would have
listen.
to
So
film that.
he gonna look me up and down. By the time he get back up, I'm gonna be like clocking him in his motherfucking
Girl,
nose.
no, no, that's a hooligan right there. Okay,
Girl, he act like I can't bring the hood out of me.
girl, mm-mm.
Uh, Ratchet is still in me,
He is,
child.
he's one cussing fool, okay? He's one of them people that you just don't fucking argue with, you know what?
Girl, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying
Mm-mm,
to argue with this unseasoned motherfucker.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Again, don't do her. Like, see, you see what happened to him? And that right there is why you don't fuck with the 304s. Sex work is honest work, so Unc should have just known from the get go that it was going to be some fight club shit in the middle of the street, okay? Sis had to defend herself everywhere she go. Of course, she going to defend herself against the family. The family ain't, it's just fucking family. You can't be, you can't be worrying about her holations, okay? And when I say holations, those are her relationships while she's at home. You can't be worrying about her, He deserved that clock in the face and that damn tennis racket. Like, everybody came out there swinging, banging, and chanking. It was a whole jump on the uncle day, okay? That's what you get for trying to scare the girl, for telling her that she needs to stop being a 304. And then with all that being said, you out there scaring the poor unseasoned white people. Like, leave that mess for the World Star. Leave that mess for Facebook Live. Should have been there on the side, videotaping all of this shit, okay? So, damn, I wonder if someone actually got that on their door ring camera. Huh, I'm gonna have to investigate that a little bit more. Don't you worry. I'm gonna tap back in with Liggy, okay? So, you really, honestly, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Not at all. The family brawl, it reminds me of the one that happened on the boat, okay? Like, it's just, but this time it was him against two, and then somebody came out of nowhere with a motherfucking tennis racket. You honestly can't make this shit up. I wish I was there. Wish I was. I would have probably hopped in and got me a couple licks too. Just cause, just cause. It's that Floridian in me, that southernness. Mm-hmm. So next up, we're asking Elon if he's still listening, because we mentioned a raccoon, like, a couple times on our previous calls, and every time we talk, like, weird shit be going on. Phone randomly be hanging the fuck up. It's like I be talking to myself. It's like I be like, look, hello, and then it's not until she calling me the fuck back that I realize, like, Elon, like, like, are we in trouble? Like, because this needs to stop happening, all right? Like, I got all 4 of my bars, or 5 at my motherfucking house. Like, maybe it's Liggy's raggedy ass Android that's out here dropping calls and shit. She need to hop on the iPhone game, but old folk they don't like change like that. So I was talking. I was
Keep
like, "Hello,
recording my ass,
who was
okay?
Elon?"
Keep recording my ass. It sounds like we up in we having visitation at the jail and some shit, okay?
Oh God. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, Elon, he listening.
Girl, he disappeared off the face of the earth. He done took off, girl. Girl, he's so damaged right now. Mm-mm. He is so damaged. Mm-mm.
Damn it, it's just an
Mm-mm.
understatement. Like, he going through it.
I was reading about his 14 kids the other day, girl. You should see the names these motherfuckers have. Okay?
What's the name?
I don't know what in the world. Okay, that sounds like some Kanye kind of shit. Okay?
Yeah, you still recovering from that?
Listen.
Cousin.
Something's wrong with something. No, just something's wrong with that fool. Okay?
Something's wrong with everybody, girl.
I don't understand. I don't understand how he is still walking, okay, out there in the streets. I just don't understand this. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's another one. Like, they done picked up Kelly and they done picked up Diddy. They just need to pick him and the Z up.
And the orange man up too, okay? That fool needs, yeah, and him.
Well, they
Shit,
might as well get the musky mus while they at it.
girl. Mm-mm.
The musky mus.
Mm-mm. Musky Musk.
That's what he looked like. He
Jesus.
looked musky.
He look. He just weird. One motherfucking weird looking
With
guy. I'm
14
sorry.
kids, girl.
But most of them it's IVF girls.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Thank you for enlightening
I
me.
don't know what he's into, girl, but he's into some weird shit, okay? Very weird shit.
If you want to be with the bullshit, Elon, just blink, just blink twice or just send us a Tesla just for listening. Because obviously the conversation is good enough for you to cut us the fuck out. Better yet, send me a damn robotic sex doll because weirdly enough, like that's all that's been on my Instagram feed. That's all that's been on my TikTok feed. It's been real suspect. It's been real, okay, because I have people at that job, aka Penguin. That's one thing you haven't heard yet, but that's another workplace nickname there. That he out here working hard enough to get that $30,000 sex doll. Okay, so he must be working with the Elon too. So, like, are y'all falling in love with these AI bots and sex dolls and shit? Because it's making no sense to me. I understand that the dating pool is significantly saturated with bullshit, but that does not mean that you have to stoop down to a fucking sex doll. Like, what? Shit, what happened to the blow up dolls, okay? Like, you do not need somebody that, like, a tongue can actually move. Like, it's creepy. It's creepy. But I also have to remember, like, y'all weird out there. Y'all motherfucking weird. So the interweb is one messy ass place. That's one thing I will say. And I need that $20 in a dream energy. I do. I need that $20 in the dream energy. Like, if only Elon was into dominatrix, I could be his dom, and I could be over there crushing his balls, and he could be paying me $10,000 per ball kick or some shit like that. See, I prefer to do that than do some 304 work because I just can't. Really, just can't. It really makes no sense to me. I'm also getting tired of him and his saggy balls along with the fucking orange man. Musky Musk and the orange man, just I don't know. They both just need to fucking go tanning somewhere, or they need to go take over Justin Epstein's island or some fucking shit. Like, this is one old ass frat party that we are encountering every single day. Those are the notifications that be coming to our motherfucking phone. Like, where is everyone that's in office? Like, everyone that's in office right now should be in assisted living, all right? They should be going to water aerobics during the motherfucking day and bingo and having a sleepy pill at night type shit, Like, I'm tired of these old people out here trying to run shit, and I'm tired of the Musky Musk also out here trying to just, data breach us. Us colorful, we don't need to be data breached, okay? Like, half of us be out here scamming women and jamming. We don't need our shit to be exposed like that. Credit score already looking lower, looking lower than half of us bank accounts. Like, just no, okay? Because clearly no one knows what the fuck they doing. Like, they might as well just get somebody, like, somebody that's slinging dope on the corner to be in office right now. Because that's really how it's going. You got the orange man being fucking gifted planes and shit. Since when we be like, you honestly can't make this shit up. If it was somebody else, if it was the Obamas, if it was Sleepy Joe, speaking of Sleepy Joe, he need to go back to sleep. Shit, it wouldn't have flown. It wouldn't have flown. That's why the Republicans ain't saying shit. But, I'm not going to even touch on that. Musky Musk, just go focus on Tesla because, you should rethink the ridiculous ass Cybertruck, okay? You need to come out with something more sexy, more sleek, something that's more of an eye catcher and not a damn transformer with a fake ass pickup truck design. Like, I've never seen anyone use that shit as a pickup truck. I had to go to fucking TikTok and YouTube to look at how you actually use this shit. All right, because it looks like a fucking spaceship on the inside does not mean that it has to be driven, okay? So as always, Elon, I hope your ass is listening. Hope you are. All right, y'all. We shall be right back. I'm going to take a quick little break. So stay tapped in for all the spillage. Alrighty, y'all, and welcome back to the Spill Squad. So, as you may know, there is always a spill detected, so I'm done leaving y'all on standby. Okay, done with that. So, that being fucking said, let's move on to messy current events. And y'all, you need to grab your fan, okay? I'm talking about your hand fan, like old boy be in that video, be sinking and throwing that bitch. You gotta be like that, okay? Like, this is another week of people low-key getting what they deserve, because I'm rooting for Megan with this one here, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? That boy Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times in a California prison. Yes, 14. And this ain't no shank and dash type shit, okay? This was some Mortal Kombat fatality type shit, okay? Let me read to you a little snippet of exactly what CNN said, okay? So, Tory Lanez is deeply thankful to God, quote and unquote, and thanking his supporters after he was attacked Monday at a California prison where he served 10 years for shooting hip hop star Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. A post on his verified social media on Monday shared that Lanez, who was born Daster Peterson, was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. God damn. Shit, I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like some Florida shit right there. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing machine, basically, like a breathing apparatus. So that's what the post read. He's now breathing on his own, so that's good. You know, after your lungs collapsed or whatever, that's really good, because I just thought that he wasn't gonna make it. Like, after the 2 to the back of the fucking head and the 1 to the side of the face, I thought that would have took you out. Even the 1 to the torso, but it seems like nothing vital was hit. You know, I'm glad he's all right. But according to this post, despite being in pain, he is talking normally and is in good spirits and deeply thankful to God that he's pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. And wow, you know, karma is a bitch. It's a fat hoe. It really is a fat hoe, because that's what the fuck he gets, you know? I guess the attack is, you know, still currently under investigation. So, you know, Lanez, he has always insisted on his innocence, and his lawyers appeal his conviction. So, in May 2023, a judge denied a motion for him to receive a new trial because he know he did it, and he admitted to fucking shooting Megan in the foot. Like, you was on the phone, all right? And you admitted that shit. Y'all acting like recordings in jail don't be fucking recording. Like, y'all, not the recordings, but y'all act like phone calls. Yeah, like, you act like Elon ain't listening. Elon is always listening. The feds are always fucking listening, all right? They always motherfucking listen, okay? But again, like I said, that was no shank and dash. They came for blood, but they obviously did not finish the job, okay? So he said he's thankful for God, and honestly, we are too. But maybe it's time to start beefing and stop making that stale ass prison music, okay? Like, stop crying, okay? Also, stay off Megan's name, all right? I respect Megan Thee Stallion. Like, she's a bad bitch. She's gone through a lot, like most of us other black folk out here. And, you know, I don't know who put that hit out on you, but let me tell you, the girlies are backing Megan Thee Stallion, just like, you know, the Taylor Swift Swifties are backing her, okay? It's giving that type of energy, all right? But all spill aside, I wonder who put the hit on you, old boy, okay? Or who did you make mad? You cannot be making people mad, especially the ones that absolutely have nothing to lose, okay? Because the crazies be in fucking prisons for a reason. They really do, all right? Because you was a toe shooting celeb in the streets. Like, you know, that probably gave you some street cred, but that doesn't mean that you have the same street cred on the inside, like inside the pen. Like, inside these people, like I was saying again, like, inside these people obviously have nothing to lose because they stabbed your ass 14 damn times, okay? It reminds me of my brother's situation, and he's going to be a special guest on, you know, whenever I decide to, you know, pull the trigger and throw the special guest in to Spill Squad. But, like, he reminds me of my brother's situation where his baby mama stabbed him. Okay, he stabbed his black ass, and then he had the audacity to ask me to come get the kids. I can't get nobody kids because I have a high chance of getting stabbed too. Somebody had to stay alive to fucking, like, tell the story, okay? God forgive me, but, you know, you got to keep that, you know, that ratchet blood-borne disease shit over there, that stabbing shit, you got to keep that shit over there, all right? I got too much life to live, all right? I have too much tea to fucking spill. It's just messy. Just messy. But with that being said, I am happy to hear that boy Lanez is doing better because damn, all right? Hot motherfucking damn. Shit. Can't make this shit up, as we would love to say. With that being said, I'm going to take another break and we shall be back because there's unfortunately way more tea to spill because, there's always shit going on in these streets. The sun is out. People are happy. People are sad. People are just ready to be with the bullshit, okay? And a lot of people, they out here squatting. And we're going to talk about what that means when I come back. So stay tapped in. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the mess. Oh, damn, that sounded I'm sorry. And I need to stop. Anyways, welcome back to the mess. And, it continues on because, again, Black folk don't know how to act. They really don't. So the next messy current event is one squatting ass shit. All right. And when I say some squatter ass shit, like, how in the fuck does everybody have rights? Don't get me wrong, everyone should have rights, but I am talking specifically about squatters' rights, okay? Like, first, the orange man wants to make homeless illegal, okay? So, like, where the fuck are these people gonna go? Are they going to start squatting in random properties that are abandoned? Are they going to start going to people's vacation homes? Like, what are they going to do? But the reason why I brought this up is because there was a situation in Chicago, alleged squatters wouldn't leave Chicago man's home, so he moved in with them, okay? Like, he did the unthinkable, all right? So I'm going to be reading a little bit from, this is ABC 7 Eyewitness News in Chicago, actually. This happened on May 5th. You really can't make this shit up. Like I said, the weather gets warm and people do not know how to act, all right? So getting into it. So a Chicago man says he did the unthinkable. All right. So he did the unthinkable when he discovered that alleged squatters were in his property. He decided to move in with them. So the owner of the property, it's a South Side property, which is on the market to be sold. He says his realtor came by with a potential buyer, but there were already people inside. Okay. He said, I couldn't believe it. It was a nightmare. Let's see. There was a man and a woman named Charmaine and her boyfriend, is it Kadoro? They moved in claiming they already purchased the property. How you gonna purchase a property that belongs to somebody else? You can't make this shit up. You gonna move into a property and claim that it's yours? That's some fucking seasoned shit if I haven't heard none. All right, getting back to it. He said the couple showed police the mortgage documents, but Cook County confirmed that they did not see the mortgage on record. Okay. Not you got you some fake documents type shit. All right. So the owner's realtor recorded a video of the couple explaining to the police that they had the right to be there. The worst thing happened when police told... This is what the owner said. I should start with that. He said the worst thing happened when police told me that they couldn't do anything. It needs to go to civil court. What? You can't make this shit up. So they moved into your property. They're squatting in your property. And the people that's supposed to be defending and protecting our community said, quote and unquote, that they can't do anything about it because they have rights. This is what's going to happen when the orange man fucking decides he wants to make homelessness illegal. Like, where are all these people going to go? Okay? Are we going to send them across the motherfucking, country lines? Are we going to deport them? Like, you can't make this shit up. You really cannot make this shit up. What happened here? So he says police told them that under Illinois' current law, they could not remove anyone. And then the homeowner said, I'm not going to leave, okay? He called a couple of friends and they stayed the night. And they knew that they were going to be there. And obviously, the people still did not fucking leave, all right? It was the homeowner, his wife, and their friends, all right? They all spent the night with the alleged squatters, okay? So the homeowner said that they stayed in the living room watching the dorm. They stayed in one of the bathrooms. They said they stayed the whole night, basically. The next morning, the homeowner, he realized that they were not budging. Like, they were still there. They was like, are y'all making coffee? If you're going to be here, you need to clean the fuck up, basically. All right. They were like, we want $8,000 of what we paid so we could leave this property. You can't make this shit up. So again, it said that the Cook County could not find record that these squatters have any type of ownership to this fucking property. All right? And they want $8,000. Again, this is some fucking black people shit right here. So the homeowner said that he negotiated. He had the couple sign a cash for key agreement and paid them $4,300 to leave. What? You paid them money to get up out of your shit. I'm just gonna scratch my head on that one right there. Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. He said we didn't want to give them money, but we had already heard really bad stories about the squatters taking over properties for 6, 8, 10 months or even a year. So obviously he's trying to put this house on the market. He's trying to get this sold. Like, the longer they stay there, the more money he's losing. I'm not sure if the house is paid off. I'm not sure what the situation is with the property, but he's trying to get this shit going. All right. Let's see. So it says here that the homeowner said a few weeks later, the Chicago police detective informed him that one of the alleged squatters is the same woman accused of squatting in Mercia in Carton Lee's home after leaving their property. So they've done this before. Wow. Okay. But in Lee's case, Charmaine was arrested and charged with burglary, forgery, obstructing identification, and criminal residential trespassing. Oh, okay. All right. So the current homeowner, you know, where they just had their little 43, like when they just got their $4,300 jackpot or whatever, he's working with the detectives and hopes to take action with the case. Like you say, he's heard stories about squatters and never thought that it would happen to him. Okay? Like, it can literally happen to anybody. That's why I tell people you need cameras in your shit, outside your shit. You need people to stop by on your shit, okay? So, as of right now, no one has been arrested or charged in this case. You can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. This is one of the prime reasons why I can't and I refuse to be a landlord, because I can't. Like, I'm not gonna sit here, shit, I might as well just throw a fucking grenade in that bitch and just blow the whole motherfucking bitch up. Fuck the money, fuck the building, fuck it all. But, you know, this is what's going on in the world. Squatters have rights. Everybody have fucking rights. But like I said again, everyone deserves rights. But there are certain rights, like squatter rights, that should not be a thing because they moved into his shit. When he was trying to sell his shit. Well, you know, stay tapped in. There's more to come. Hey y'all, so let's get into it. Let's unzip this duffel bag of drama and unpack the wildest courtroom saga of 2025. So far, at least. So let's buckle up because we're about to dive into some Diddy drama. And baby, it's not a scandal. It's a federal shit show. This ain't no bad boy for life. This is bad choices on trial. So let's rewind back to March 25th in 2024 when the feds came knocking. We're talking full-blown SWAT vibes. We're talking full-blown pulling up, you won't see us coming type shit. They came to Diddy's LA home, Miami, and New York spot. Like, they were all raided. Agents swooped in, snatched laptops, hard drives, phones, anything that really can hold a secret. The word on the legal street is they're building the case on the boy. Obviously, because he's been going back and forth for fucking decades now. Sex trafficking, racketeering, and some other, you know, power dynamic shit. So, fast forwarding to September 2024, Combs was indicted and arrested in Manhattan. 5 federal charges. That's right, 5. The big ones, let's see what they are. Sex trafficking by force, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation for prostitution, which ain't no uber black situation. Trust it ain't. So, as you would expect, he pled not guilty, of course, and was denied bail. Diddy is now chilling in Brooklyn Detention Center, and if you call that chilling, that's exactly where the fuck he needs to be. Right up in there. And y'all, this courtroom circus has a pre-show chaos because his OG attorney dipped in February 2025 and said he couldn't defend the case. Whew, goodness. who jumped ships before the opening night unless they saw something damning, like, you know, like they seen some damning receipts. They seen some, there's no coming back. Like this case is unwinnable type shit. So Diddy brought in Brian Still. Yes, the same dude repping Young Thug. Okay, that homeboy Young Thug. The trial kicked off on May 5th, 2025, and by May 12th, opening statements were done and witnesses were dropping bombs like it was summer of 99. Now, this is where it gets real. First up, Cassie Ventura to be exact. 4 days on the stand. She spilled it all. Really feel bad about it because she's pregnant right now. Like, if I were pregnant and if I were her, I would not want to be talking about my past abuse from my past abuser. So on the stand, she was talking about a decade of abuse. Forced freak-offs, her words, not mine. Surveillance, threats, beatings, and receipts, including hotel footage from 2016 that allegedly shows him beating her in the hallway. Then came Dawn Richard. Yes, the Dante Kane pop star turned courtroom truth teller. She claimed Diddy hit Cassie with a skillet and even threatened her life to keep quiet. Baby, not a skillet. That was his motherfucking hand. He was throwing vases. He was literally roughing the girl up. And as if it wasn't enough, Cassie's former BFF, Carrie Morgan, took the stand too. Sis said she got a whole concussion and Diddy allegedly attacked her and got paid off like by $30,000. There was the NDA, like hush money. Ain't no hushing no more. Like, you're really on trial. And I'm really glad these people are fucking speaking out. Because Diddy is fucking grimy. Diddy's lawyers are like out here painting a picture like this was all consensual, experimental, high profile, kinky sex. But baby, the prostitution said otherwise. And they've got multiple women, old employees, and hardcore evidence backing the pattern. The trial is rolling out for the next few weeks. It's going to be rolling out for a while. More witnesses are lined up, and even half of what we heard we haven't even heard half of it. Diddy's looking at 50 years behind bars. I honestly don't think that's enough. He deserved life. That's longer than his whole music career, period. Like, longer than the whole fucking thing. So, stay tuned, because the squad has more spilling to go. Every court date, every cross-examination, and every damn time somebody pulls out a receipt, this case gets hotter. Hotter than Miami summer and stickier than Diddy's alleged NDAs. Before you leave the squad hanging, please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you're interested in featuring your messy of all the messy on the pod, then please email everything to spillsquadpodcast@gmail.com. Can't wait to throw it at y'all. Talk soon.